Do we think Aubrey has dice on him? Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to be talking about Onward. Onward is a 2020 animated theatrical release about two elf brothers, Ian and Barley, setting out on a quest to be able to spend one full 24 hours with their deceased father. It's directed by Dan Scanlon. Cinematography by Sharon, Calahan, and Adam Habib. Directing animators include John Chiu Lee, Allison Rutland, and Jessica Torres. Editing by Catherine Apple. Music by Jeff and Michael Dana. And is written by Dan Scanlon, Jason Headley, and Keith Bunin. The film stars Tom Holland as Ian Lightfoot, Chris Pratt as Barley Lightfoot, Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Laurel Lightfoot, Octavia Spencer as the Manticore, and Mel Rodriguez as Colt Bronco. Dan Scanlon, while he had been working on a previous film, had been encouraged to use personal stories, and so what inspired the story was the death of his own father when he was 1 and his brother was 3, and they had home videos that didn't have any audio of his dad growing up, and then one day a family member had found a cassette tape with a recording of his father's voice on it, and when they all sat down as a family to listen to it, all they could hear was hi and goodbye. And he said it was magical, and that's kind of what inspired this story. It was in development for like 6 years. The cast was announced in 2018. They did do all of the recording separately, except for some they did with Tom and Chris together. There is a deleted scene of Ian and some goat girl getting like hypnotized and put in a sinking house, but they ultimately deleted it because they really wanted the story to be about Ian and Barley, like, and their relationship. The animators also wanted the magic to look different than any other magic that had come in a Disney movie previously, so they did, like, you know, they did a lot of 2D animation first to then put it into 3D animation, which I thought was interesting. And then they did finish, like, the film was done November 21st, 2019. The film had like a $175 to $200 million budget and only made $141.9 million on the box office because COVID. This got taken out of theaters because theaters got shut down because of a shutdown. This was the last movie I saw in the movie theater before COVID hit, which is insane to think about. It does have an 89% Rotten Tomatoes consensus. It may suffer in comparison to Pixar's classics, but Onward makes effective use of the studio's formula and stands on its own merits as a funny, heartwarming, dazzlingly animated adventure. My goodness. It was banned in Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia for the Cyclops that has a girlfriend, obviously, and then the line was altered in Bahrain, United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, and Egypt to my sister's daughter, and in Russia it was changed to my partner's daughter, and it was changed similarly to that in Poland and Hungary. The film was nominated for Best Animated Feature, and then there was also a lawsuit. A woman who was hired at some Pixar event with her vanicorn, which is a van with a unicorn mural painted on it that was inspired by Moonlight Magic, a famous painting, I guess. She sued for copyright, but it got thrown out because her own copyright wasn't worthy because it was based on an existing work already. So that got thrown out. So then she tried to sue for a breach of contract, and that also got thrown out. So I guess she had a van that had a unicorn on it, and that was inspiration for them, but it was not like her own original idea because of the painting. So it got thrown away. I wouldn't say it's their most beautiful film. I mean, Toy Story 4 is ridiculously stunning, but it is beautiful. Like, multiple shots where there's just like particles in the air, and the magic is stunning, and just, you know, all the characters are really cute and fun. It is a beautiful movie. I just don't think it's the most beautiful film they've put out. The music is so fun. It's the same people that did The Good Dinosaur, so I feel somewhat attached and partial to this. I just think it fits the movie perfectly and is a little bit different than other things going on around this movie. I also think the music that plays during Guinevere's last ride to Valhalla is freaking hysterical. It's so funny. I'm obsessed. Like, it's perfect for the movie. This is a very interesting concept. I kind of love the lore of this, where like magic existed but it was hard to master, so people started inventing things like electricity and just like the ease of the convenience of everything that we have like in our modern day world. But like magic still exists. It was just like, it's kind of long forgotten about because it was so hard to master. I think that's so interesting, and I really think they could explore that more, if I'm being honest. This has a parent death. That's kind of the whole freaking point of the movie, right? I absolutely cried. I think this is such a touching story. It's so fun. It's like a little adventure quest. There's magic, there's heart, there's comedy, there's scares, there's danger, all that kind of stuff. The mom going after them, I loved that addition to the story. I think the mom chasing after her sons the whole time is really touching, if I'm honest, and it's a fun little thing to cut away to. I think Colt Bronco is hysterical. I think that's a really funny storyline. I think the screw-up comment and that whole, like, tension between Ian and Barley is very interesting. I think Barley giving up Guinevere to, like, so they could keep going on their quest was a beautiful and touching moment. I think Ian realizing he did all of the things on his list with Barley instead of his dad, and like that's the figure he had growing up, that destroyed me in the theater. I was sobbing because I have an older brother. He is 8 years older than me, and we've been through a lot together, so like that just like, I was like, oh my god, that hurts. That's really, oh my god, I love my brother. So like that was really effective for me. This time around, I didn't cry during that. I cried when Barley came back to Ian and was like, he told me to give you this, and gave him a hug. Oh my god, it's so good. I love it. And I love, like, I think it really is a perfectly captured, like, brother bond. Like, they're so silly. And I think them, like, bonding over how bad their dad is of a dancer, or how bad the wizard name was. So good. I just love it. It's just such, like, it's not the most complicated. It's not the most, like, oh my god, what a moving Pixar movie. But it was, like, so sweet and a very good story from A to B to C. I remember when this was coming out being a little mad that it was Tom Holland and Chris Pratt in the lead roles, because they were in freaking everything in 2019. Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man, freaking everything. Everywhere you turned, it was Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. Chris Pratt obviously has done like 1,000 voiceover things now. He's in Jurassic World, he was in, you know, Guardians, he's in Garfield, he's in Super Mario. Like, it was so intense, like, it was too much. It was like oversaturating the market. And so I remember being like a little upset that it couldn't have been like unknown people. Like, I miss when Disney would cast unknown actors. But I do think they do a good job, and I'm able to like look past that it's them because the movie is good. Too similar to Frozen's font. It looks exactly the same. What are we doing? My favorite part is 100% Guinevere's final like ride. It makes me laugh every time. It's so touching. It's so good. Least favorite part, probably Chris Pratt. Recommend? Absolutely. So good. Watch again? 100%. I love this movie. I think it's so sweet. This is, like I said, the last movie I saw in theaters before the COVID shutdown, and I will remember that probably for the rest of forever. I completely forgot this was a Pixar movie. It does not feel like a Pixar movie. I feel like a departure for them, and like what they kind of, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like a Pixar movie. I completely forgot when the opening, everything started, and I was like, Pixar? I did not remember that. My gosh. And I'm sad it did kind of poorly because of the shutdown, because this is a good movie. That's everything I have. My final rating is gonna be 8 Vans out of 10. Our total movie count is. Our parent death toll is. Our cry count is. If you want to keep up with the movie I'm watching when, follow me on all socials and check out my website. My website is so cool, please. Go check it out. Join Patreon. I got tiers starting just at $1. You get every video a week early. Tiers with that, daily trivia, monthly postcards, bonus content, your name, the description of every video, etc. Go check it out. It's really cool, okay? Buy merch. Merch is great. Merch is grand. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe. I'm not in charge of your life. You are a studio, and don't be. Interesting. Maybe the dragon about it. even though, like, the dragon didn't choose to do that. It was, like, part of the curse.